This video is presented by EA Creator Network. Thank you to EA for providing me with a code for this early access event. This is not the final version of the game and may change when it is released. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today we are building some beach houses, which to me are more like a resort beach house. You will normally see these above water on stilts, but there isn't any waterfront lots in the Tomarang. Yes, Tomarang, I will remember the name of it. So this is the closest I could get there, sort of like beach front, because there is a little section where your Sims can actually go down and go into the water right next to this lot. So this is why I did it here. It's quite a small lot, so there is only 2 little beach houses on here, and then there is a like dining and what would you call it, reception area. I was really excited to build some of these in Solani when we get the full version of the game, because like I said at the start, this is an early access version of the game. I only have base game and for rent installed, so I don't have any of the other worlds. I really wanted to build this over a waterfront lot in Solani, but it has been since, like, it's come out since that is not possible, and you're not allowed to do the residential lots in Solani. So I mean, you can still create these, they will just not act as residential lots, which I wanted to do as a hotel, so it's a little bit annoying, but I'm still going to go ahead and build these in Solani and suit the tropical vibe a little bit more. For these, at the moment I'm building them this way, but I do switch them around so they are facing to the right. That is just because of the size of the lot was pretty small and I was struggling when building the next part of the build. And I also do change the colours of the house because I was using this brown like wood paneling, and I really didn't want to use it again because I used that in my first build that I did in early access. So I decided to go ahead and do them a little bit colourful. So I end up right near the end, I think it is, doing one in a blue paneling and one in a green, so they look slightly different. And I've put like boards up on each one, and I'm just like thinking in my head, it's like they have different names for each beach hut. But like I said at the start, this is supposed to be a resort, so each beach hut only contains a bed. It has a mini fridge. It's supposed to be like a mini bar and a kettle and a dresser, so your Sims can still change clothes, as well as a bathroom which has a full bath, as well as shower and toilet and sink and everything like that in it. And that is why I created a separate section, which is the reception, which also has a dining area. So there is a few little table and chairs set up, as well as a kitchen. Obviously you'll just have to set this as a community area, since this technically is a rental. It's not a hotel unless you can actually get caterers to come out. I haven't played around with that sort of thing, so you might be able to do something like that where you hire caterers to come and make the food for your Sims, so it's sort of like they are dining. But each place also has their own little mini pool. I find this is very popular, especially on the overwater bungalows, I believe they're called. Even the ones that are 2 stories are called overwater bungalows. I don't know why. But they have their own little mini pool, usually just above some water or submerged slightly into the water, but this is not going to be possible in the game, like I said. So I wanted to create this dividing wall, you can see here, between the door and the bed. Because I've done a glass door at the front, because I really wanted to use this glass door, it just suited the vibe really well. So I wanted to create that dividing wall so people aren't just looking into your room. Even though I know that this isn't actually necessary for the Sims, because it is just the Sims, you can literally put windows all around a bathroom and it doesn't matter as long as they are in a room. I did place a large window in front of the bathtub. This is something that's also very popular in these beach resorts, is normally you'd be looking out onto the ocean and you could just bath and look out a giant glass window. And what I really want to do when I'm building my one in Solani is add those glass panels in the floor. I think they come from the Island Living Pack. I can't 100% remember, so apologies if that is not correct. But I think that would be perfect in these rooms looking down onto the beach. Here I'm creating that little mini bar and like tea station. I feel like these are really common in hotels to have a little tea station. You normally get some coffee and some tea bags, as well as sometimes some little milks and sometimes some biscuits in some places. But I created that on there, and I do switch it out because there is 2 counters there currently. I do switch one out to be a mini bar, which is the mini fridge, which comes in the new pack. And I use that as a counter because you can place items on top of it. Also, if you're wondering how I created these open doors, which I did earlier on, I just didn't mention it. I'm just using windows for this and a spandrel going across the top. And it sort of mimics sliding doors. So nothing really special. You just delete the walls and place in the windows where you want them. I kept the rooms pretty simple, as when you look at a holiday home or a hotel, they are kept pretty simple. Obviously, they don't want people stealing stuff from them, so they keep it really simple and stripped back with like a bed. There's maybe a rug, nightstands, the dresser, which is normally built in, which I didn't do for this build because there isn't built-in wardrobes in any of these packs. Well, the pack or base game, but that is something I will add in the Solani version, is a built-in wardrobe, because I feel like that is very common in hotels. And other than that, it's just like a little bit of artwork, a mirror on the wall. That's basically it. What I also ended up doing, if you didn't want your sim to have to come all the way to the reception area to make food, is I did place a barbecue on each one of the little porches so your sim can use the barbecue. So this area here is quite open, which is what I wanted for the reception area to be nice and open, lots of flowing air going through. And then on the right hand side, I do a little seating area because these are also very common in any resort that you go to. And on the left hand side, I do a little dining area, and I do extend it back so I can fit in a large kitchen, which would be obviously for the chefs. But in this case, your sim can just go in. You could set it as a shared area. I added tons of these windows. I absolutely love these because they have the open shutters, so they could be closed if there was bad weather. Technically, I know they can't because it is just the game, but it's mimicking the fact that there's no glass panes there and it is open up to the elements, which you would normally find in warmer countries in these resorts. For the reception area, I just added 2 counters and a stool. I think I add a computer on there. I don't remember if I had a computer. I should have if I didn't. But a computer would like, oh, I did place a computer on there, you can see it. And that is mimicking the reception area. This area changes quite a bit. I do only end up placing 3 tables in here because I needed to fit a kitchen area in. Like I said, I did extend it backwards a little bit because there was a little bit of room. This is a very compact space because, like I said, the lots here are quite small, especially because I wanted one next to a beachfront. I also added fans because I feel like they're always big in open air rooms and resorts. And because these windows were really open in the bathroom and quite near the other area, I did go ahead and add these curtains in. These curtains remind me of the ones from the Desert Lux pack. And this is just adding some more privacy for your sim. And I think I end up adding windows on the front section, again, putting more curtains over these to add privacy. As always, I added a few extra details off camera, but that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!